Had a great backcourt matchup, Doris. When you were going up against another talented guard in college basketball, did that change your approach at all?
Well, you certainly knew when you were looking opposite somebody who had a skill set and a talent level that was going to challenge you for the full 48-minute game. And obviously, it raised the level of intensity. Your interest was piqued, and you want to show out against the best player. So certainly on the night you know you're going against an all-star type of player, believe me, it's personal.
They take the challenge. All great players do. They want the challenge, don't they?
No doubt.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Saric is the 4 with Embiid in the middle. Redick and Covington, the shooters on the wing. And it's Simmons in at the 1.
No answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
And Ben Simmons, who missed the first season in the NBA with an injury, boy, Greg, was he worth the wait.
And you knew he'd be a special kind of player after being taken first overall. But he is so unique in how great of a player he is. His ability to command attention on offense without having a great outside shot really is something you just don't see in today's NBA.
On the free throw, no good.
And the Australian Simmons, a star in the making, folks. Thanks really in part to that tremendous skill set to go along with that gigantic frame.
Here's Simmons following the basket by Jaylen Brown. A second chance effort, and Simmons with the layup.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you, if you don't box out well, expect to get burned. You can't afford to give them second chance opportunities.
Picked by Horford. Tatum with a screen on Covington. Sweet little floater. Hayward's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, this is where Gordon Hayward continues to add to his game. He is super confident with the floater right now.
And Simmons kicks to Redick. Embiid the screen. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Pass to Tatum. Rebound by the 76ers.
Yeah, plenty of familiarity in this matchup. Last season, they were knocked out of the playoffs by this club.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And here are the 76ers now.
Boy, as good as he is on the offensive end, Jason Tatum showing he can be a factor defensively.
Good on the bucket.
Boy, this guy's a rock. You know, this is a player that you can count on to produce under any circumstance.
Now here's Simmons. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Irving. Inside, here's Hayward. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hayward's got 6 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Simmons dishes to Redick. High post, Embiid. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Horford. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Lets it go from 11. That shot off the mark. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Pass to Saric. Buries it down low.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation. Something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
Here's Irving after the basket by Dario Saric. And it's blocked by Simmons.
And don't forget about the long reach that Simmons possesses. He uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with blocks like that.
Now here's Simmons over Irving. And he overshot that one, missing.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, certainly a disappointing result, but they'll live with the shot. They'll take that every time.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
And here is Simmons after Gordon Hayward hitting the 3. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. The past few seasons, Doris, Al Horford has really stepped up his passing.
Well, he has, Kevin, and part of it certainly is the system. But to me, this guy has incredible vision and feel on the offensive end of the floor. He's a key component of what they do.
And checking out some numbers here for J.J. Redick. Some last season stats for him. Put up about 17 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Well, and this is exactly who he is, a flat-out scoring machine. You plug him in and let him go to work.
But they recover it. Simmons with it. He's picked up by Irving. Tries again. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 6 points.
Well, he just keeps rolling right now. What a terrific quarter for him on the offensive end.
Now let's send it over to D.A., who was able to talk with Coach Brett Brown.
Well, Kevin, they need to get back on defense. He said the challenge of facing a fast-break team like this is limiting transition points. And he told his players, if you're not running, you're sitting. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Redick, following the basket by Jaylen Brown. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. Opening night of the regular season, blue sky for every team, Doris. Optimism is high. Players thinking about all the possibilities ahead.
No doubt. It's a time of tremendous optimism for both the teams and the fans of these teams. And the culmination of the work you put into the offseason, who's improved their skill level, who's added a dimension to their offensive game. We're all salivating for the start of this year.
Cannot wait. And he can't get the first one. The Celtics making a switch here. Rozier's checked in. And he sinks the second. Boston leading by 8. Kicks to Horford. Outside Tatum. Horford sets a screen for Tatum. Brown outside. Clock at 6. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That is his first foul of the game. And stolen by Tatum.
I mean, with the amount of turnovers they've committed, it's no wonder they're in the position they're in right now.
Rozier the pass to Horford. Outside Tatum. Hayward against Covington. Just 5 on the clock. Hayward can't hit.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Here's Covington. The shot, no good. Hayward with some nice D. Left side Tatum. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got his 3rd assist on the night.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Saric. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
outstanding pass. He reads the play as it develops, and his lead pass is absolutely perfect.
And here is Rozier. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Knocked away. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
So it's Philadelphia now. The 76ers trail by 8. Right side Simmons. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle too.
From the opening tip, he's been active and working for good looks. He's been pretty accurate.
For Philadelphia, they have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for the 76ers. Markelle Fultz comes in for Saric.
Shooting 1.
On the free throw, no good. And last year, the Celtics appearing in the Eastern Conference Finals for the 35th season.
Simply incredible, Kevin. The most in the East by far. The Sixers and Pistons are a distant second and third. And the way this front office has constructed this roster, expect that total to rise in the coming years.
Count it, good. 11 points for Ben Simmons.
He has certainly done his part this period. Just needs to get a little more help from his teammates.
Rozier kicks to Horford. There's a good screen. And there's the pass to Hayward. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Doris, great to see Gordon Hayward out there fully recovered from his injury.
You know, Kev, after watching that injury happen, you had to wonder if he'd ever play again. So how wonderful to see Gordon Hayward just step between the lines and compete.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Marcus Morris is checked in for Jason Tatum. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Jaylen Brown. That free throw good from Hayward. We talked about what it takes to be a great head coach, Doris. Qualities that you think are paramount to the success, for instance, of an assistant coach.
Maybe the most important attribute to an assistant coach would be coaching with your heart and soul like it's your job on the line every night, not just the head coach's job. Right? If you pour your heart and soul into something and make that head coach's job easier, then you've functioned appropriately. And the other thing it's allowed you to do is it's allowed you to accelerate your growth. You're constantly thinking, what would I do in this situation? That helps you in the long term.
Love that perspective. And the dunk by Horford.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
And the 76ers call time here.
And if there was ever a guy who was more than what his stats say, it's Al Horford. Won't have nights where he drops 50 or carries a team with his shot blocking, but you ask anyone he's played with and they'll tell you he is a perfect teammate.
It's stolen by Morris. Hayward passes to Horford. The shot comes out.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
And the big men who compete against Horford have nothing but respect for him, Greg.
Well, it is why he's been selected as an all-star by his peers and why guys like Embiid admire his game. I mean, Horford does all the small things on the floor you need as a big man. He's so humble. He just goes about his game and makes his team better in every facet.
Celtics leading by 9. Here's Rozier. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Poked loose and stolen by McConnell. Outside, Simmons. Over Morris. Simmons missing again. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Smart kicks to Hayward. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Hayward's got 16.
Listen, he's been a key component of their offense tonight. Efficient and effective.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Fultz. Good work defensively by Smart. Boston shooting has been tremendous early. Their offense looking primed and ready for this matchup. To the paint. From 10 feet out, the rebound by Johnson.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Chandler, no good.
Well, it looks like he's going to get the easy 2 points, but the defense recovers just in time to affect it.
And the dunk by Horford.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And, guys, it's working.
Oh, no doubt. I think they've controlled the paint. They've used their size and strength to get off any shot they want.
Another miss by Philadelphia. Boston leading by 13. Smart wide open. He fires. A three-pointer off the mark. Outside, Simmons. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Out to Morris. The three. Connects from three-point range. Morris has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. McConnell passes to Chandler. Over Hayward. Chandler, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
1:04 left to play in the first quarter. Rozier the pass to Horford. Down low, it's tipped. Chandler with the steal. Pass to McConnell. Here's Johnson. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Boston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Smart passes to Hayward. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Well, with Gordon Hayward's size, he can be a tough cover, and he's got that quick release, really tough on a defense.
Pass to Simmons. Chandler a screen. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Fultz has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Rozier with the ball. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Now Hayward. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Well, the mid-range, Jay, has always been a staple of Gordon Hayward's game. This guy's superb at shooting it when given the opportunity.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. It's the Celtics as they end the first quarter with a huge surge, an 18-7 run. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. The Celtics have shown their toughness and their determination. Kyrie Irving talks about what he sees in his own teammates.
What's going to separate us is how close we are. And when we're in the trenches together, I'm looking to my left and to my right and knowing that these guys have my back.
They certainly do.
And the Celtics have assembled some hard-nosed, unselfish players. Really no better group for Irving to surround himself with.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And for the Celtics here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
In that opening quarter, I don't know that you could ask for much more.
They've been simply outstanding, Greg, and let's see if they can build off this early lead.
Hayward and Morris, your small and power forwards. Kyrie Irving is out there with Smart, and it's Baines in at the 5 spot. That's the Boston 5. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 from Morris, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
You have now got to respect the three-point shooting ability of Marcus Morris. He understands now he's got to take that shot.
And Simmons kicks to Chandler. Sinks the three-pointer. Chandler's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Back at you. That's payback for the three on the other end.
Well, I just like the shot selection in that instance. He wanted to get him back, and he did just that with the three.
On its way from Irving for two, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Irving's got his first points in this one. McConnell passes to Simmons. Johnson the screen, and it's Simmons penetrating. And the shot goes down. Simmons got 15 points.
What breathtaking quickness by Simmons. So good at blowing by whoever is brave enough to try to take him on.
Smart on the wing. Guarded by Fultz. Puts it up from 12. Rebound by the 76ers. Simmons got his third rebound on the night. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Fultz kicks to Simmons. The rebound by the Celtics. Outside, Smart. Over Fultz. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And, Kev, I think it's crucial that Marcus Smart be able to drain these mid-range shots, right? He does a great job squaring himself up.
Timeout called the 76ers. And Marcus Smart, Doris, is a player who will give you whatever he can on offense.
Right. Marcus Smart is on the floor because of his defensive abilities. But what Brad Stevens likes to say is, Marcus will make the big shots.
Boston making some changes. Tatum comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Brown in for Smart. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Johnson. Sharch comes in for Simmons. Robert Covington's checked in for Wilson Chandler. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for T.J. McConnell.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Embiid's shot is good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Outside Irving. He kicks it to Tatum. There's the pick. The Celtics working the ball around now. He gets it in there. Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go.
The level of talent Kyrie Irving has is extraordinary, and his finishing ability, creativity, English at the rim, unreal.
Shot off the screen. Jump shot is good.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Well, you simply got to push through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise, he's going to knock it down.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Al Horford is a multiple all-star, and if you count his stats, you miss what he brings to the table. When you factor in his passing, his defense, his efficiency, he does all the things that help you win. Coach Brad Stevens said, Al Horford averaging 15 points a game for you is like other guys averaging 27. Kevin?
The definition of a pro. Terrific guy. Thank you, D.A. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Hayward.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing. And I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
Now here's Fultz. He's got 5. Sharge with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Redick passes to Covington. Down low. It's stolen by Morris. Sharge against Tatum. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the wide open shot from Morris. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's his first foul. Austin with the ball. Here's Irving. Fultz knocks it away.
And love how high Fultz gets on these rejections, utilizing his terrific length to spike shots back.
Boston leading by 18. Morris outside. Got a piece of it, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Now, here is Irving. Guarded by Fultz. Shot clock at 5. High post shot. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got 9 points in the quarter.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Charge, a screen on Irving. Covington dishes to Embiid. Back to Covington. Redick for 3. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
A nice shot by Tatum.
So good at exploiting where the defense is. Jason Tatum in the pull-up. Man, that's good.
Embiid the screen. Fultz kicks to Covington. Pass to Redick. Sharch with the screen for Redick. Ball's knocked loose. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Brown's got 6 points.
And Kevin, Jaylen Brown thrives when it comes to scoring through contact. This is a guy who is constantly looking to initiate that body contact with the defense.
Embiid inside. Baines is there. The fadeaway. Embiid, no good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Irving's shot is good.
He's starting to heat up now. He's been much more efficient with the shot in this quarter than in the first.
Fultz kicks to Sharch. Covington a screen on Tatum. Sharch. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
So a moment now to see the story on Kyrie Irving. Coming off a terrific season, 7th in free throw percentage. And, of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket. Top 10 in scoring.
And again, you gotta love his commitment to excellence. He owns the free throw line. It's truly an impact part of his game. As basketball becomes more global, we continue to see veterans come from abroad and doors make an impact as role players in the league.
You know what I love, Kevin, is great basketball players could come from any place in the world. And obviously, general managers now have got to expand their field of vision. They've got to have international scouting. But the NBA would be a lot less rich a place if we did not have Dirk Nowitzki, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, the unicorn in New York City, Kristaps Porzingis. I don't care where players come from. All I want to know is, can they play basketball? And if they can, I want to watch them.
One shot, mind the lanes.
And last year, we saw what a full season of Embiid looks like. I mean, scary to think that this is just the beginning of his career. He looks like he can go down as one of the greats to play if he can stay healthy.
Irving attacking, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. Saric passes to Fultz, and stolen by Tatum. Rozier kicks to Tatum. Horford with a screen on Covington. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Embiid has already made the jump from star to superstar.
And part of that is his personality. I think his game does speak for itself. Gives you everything you want from a center on both ends of the floor. Effortless athleticism, and has incredible skill and touch for a player his size.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
How about the leap forward, guys, that Jaylen Brown took as a second-year player in the NBA? He improves across the board and becomes a mainstay of their rotation. And there's so much to like about his future, guys.
And Brown drops them both. Doors with Brown, you knew he had the athleticism, and now we're seeing the skill.
Right, because Jaylen Brown has great work ethic and is putting in the time to develop every facet of his game. This guy strikes you as a young man who's got a very bright future on and off the floor.
Covington kicks to Fultz. Over Rozier. The 76ers with another miss. Austin's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Outside Irving. Shoots over Redick. No good from Irving. 76ers have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Saric with the screen for Redick. And the pass to Fultz. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd foul of the half, and that's the risk you take leaving him out there.
Marcus Smart's checked in for the Celtics. Philadelphia also making some changes. Simmons checked in for Saric. Chandler comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Markelle Fultz. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Kev, how about the strength on the finish? Jaylen Brown showing real muscle.
And Jaylen Brown was giving quite the compliment on his game from Draymond Green, who felt, Greg, that Brown was good enough to be an all-star.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if I'd be fully on board with that assessment in terms of last year, but I do think he's well on his way to becoming an all-star. His scoring and offensive impact continues to grow each year, and
One shot,
he's shown a great knack on the defensive side as well. Terrific two-way player. The sky is the limit.
Brown no good on the free throw.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first. And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Knocked loose. Here's Horford. And too long on the shot. 76ers have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Simmons passes to McConnell. Embiid the screen. Kicks it to Chandler. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup. Chandler's got his second bucket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
On the wing, Brown. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, this is what they love seeing from Jaylen Brown, the aggressiveness down near the cup. This guy's attitude, tremendous.
Here's Simmons, and so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. Doris, statistically, today's game is picked apart by so many different ways. But for you, what are the statistical areas that you are most interested in?
Well, I think one of the things that can be undervalued, particularly from the defensive side of the ball, are things like deflections or charges taken or even shots contested. And I say those things, Kevin, because deflections force an offense to restart. Charges taken gets a possession for your team. And shots contested affects, obviously, the field goal percentage of the team you're guarding. So it's all of those little defensive stats that you really have to track and be monitoring to understand the value that they have on winning.
Very interesting. Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Celtics. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Smart kicks to Tatum. Horford up top. He's guarded by Johnson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Al Horford, a force inside right now, willing himself to the line, getting physical near the basket.
For Boston, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And their numbers from the line last season,
2 shots.
They're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
First free throw is good.
I just like the leadership of Al Horford. This is a dominant player, but he's remarkably efficient as well.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Stolen by Smart. Tatum against Simmons. Right side Tatum. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by McConnell. 1:03 left in the second quarter. Passes it to Chandler. Tatum against Simmons. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The 76ers have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses earlier. That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Knocks it loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington.
Taking a look at some stats for Rozier. Last season's performance for him. Last season, he averaged 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, this is a guy who brings a solid skill set. Excellent ball handler, high level of playmaking, the perfect backup point.
Hayward is doubled and taken away by Johnson. Hayward against Chandler. Johnson the screen. It's Chandler high post. 5 points in the game. Shots good by Simmons.
Nice use of the mid-range J by Simmons, taking whatever the defense gives him out there.
Now, here's Rozier. He's covered by McConnell. And here is Rozier. Looking for his first basket still in this one. 5 to shoot. Hayward kicks to Rozier. From past the arc. That shot no good. And so it's Boston with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, you're in a good position here at the break. What do you tell your team to make sure they don't let up?
Well, I don't think it's about letting up or playing better, or it's just playing the right way. We just have to play good basketball. And we talked about it before the game. That's our goal going into the game. That doesn't change no matter what the score is. So that'll be the discussion at halftime.
Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The hometown fans getting after it. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal's here. So is Kenny the Jet Smith. Gordon Hayward wasting no time getting hot. He had 20 points, 5 assists, and 1 rebound. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
Shaq, what'd you think about Philadelphia?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. You know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we return, we get a look at the Boston skyline. Those drone cameras are really something. We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Really an incredible game from Gordon Hayward.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
I think you can look to specifically the patience and the shot creation. Really solid effort.
Philadelphia with the ball. Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's foul. Simmons runs the show with Redick at the 2. Saric is the 4 with Embiid in the middle. And it's Covington in at the 3. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Really like watching Simmons go to work down low with his length and strength. There aren't many guys that can keep up with him.
Picked by Horford. Pass to Irving. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Irving's got 14. And no doubt Brad Stevens, one of the most respected young coaches in the NBA. Doris, he doesn't try to coach around foul trouble.
You know what I love about Brad Stevens is he's always trying to question the norm, meaning he doesn't want to do something simply because that's the way it's always been done. So just because a guy has 2 fouls doesn't mean he automatically takes them out. I like that kind of out-of-the-box thinking.
They set the pick. Tatum kicks to Irving. Embiid with the steal. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And stolen by Tatum. Hayward passes to Horford. No good with the triple. The 76ers trail by 20. Saric dishes to Simmons. And Irving comes to help. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Celtics now. Boston leading by 20. He kicks to Horford. Brown with a screen on Embiid. Irving for three. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. And that's now 17 points for Kyrie Irving. Here's Simmons. 22 points for him. Pass to Embiid. Over Horford. Trying to get open is Irving. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
Feeds to Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And the variety that Simmons offers is huge. It's pretty much pick your poison with him.
Brown kicks to Horford. Now the dish to Irving. Poked away and stolen by Simmons. And stolen by Hayward. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Irving kicks to Horford. Tatum wide open. He fires one from outside off the mark. The 76ers trail by 21. Embiid sets the pick for Covington. Redick for three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Celtics have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Saric against Tatum. The pass to Irving. That's tipped and stolen by Simmons. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Jason Tatum.
2 shots, foul, elbow, 2.
The 76ers have shot just above 55% of the line, going 5 of 9.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Marcus Morris is checked in for Jason Tatum. And he can't hit the second.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Irving passes to Horford. And here is Morris. On the wing, Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Horford sets a screen for Brown. Bangs home the trifecta. Brown's got 15.
Look, Kevin, when Jaylen Brown is feeling it, I think you've got to feed him because you want his confidence to grow as that skilled scorer you hope he will be.
And the 76ers call time here.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
And let's check out some stats for Horford. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged about 13 points a game, 7 rebounds and 4 assists. And he gives them a nice rotation on the front court. He is a quality reserve.
Well, the one thing you can't teach is size. He's not as developed skill-wise as some guys, but certainly a valuable backup for this team.
And the call will be against Al Horford. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Celtics making a change here. Baines is checked in. Simmons inside. He's covered by Irving. Passes to Embiid. 6 to shoot. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists now in this one.
Just an amazing feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
Knocked away. Saric outside. Rebound Boston. Brown outside. Out to Morris. Takes a 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Another triple. And that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent. Boy, the score would look a lot different if his teammates could have had the kind of night he's had.
Irving passes to Morris. Hayward a screen on Saric. Morris against Saric. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got 11.
Well, there's a savvy there, Kevin. Marcus Morris adept at getting room to shoot off the screen. And to me, Marcus Morris, guys, has proven he's a critical piece. On the defensive end, he can guard either forward position. He can guard bigger guys because of his strength. And on the offensive end, he can go inside or out. He can come off the bench or be a starter. I love his game.
Irving for 3. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Covington, and he converts the layup.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Boston leading by 17. And last season, Morris was hurt for a spell, and the team missed his depth.
Right, Kevin, because Marcus Morris coming out of the summer was not 100% healthy. But as the year wore on, he became a matchup problem and an excellent defensive player.
To the middle. And slam dunk by Saric.
I love how Simmons sets the floor. So good at spotting his teammates for high percentage shots.
Irving kicks to Morris. Here's the screen. Irving for 3. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Simmons inside the line. That one good for 2. Simmons got 7 now in this quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Irving passes to Morris. Banked in off the glass. 13 points in the game.
Well, this guy's a capable scorer from the interior. Marcus Morris adept at using that size and touch to his advantage.
And Redick kicks to Simmons. Back to Redick. Pass to Covington. Shot clock at 6. Embiid with a screen on Hayward. And here's Covington from the arc. Good on the triple. Covington's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
And watching Robert Covington and how he plays out there, great 3-and-D guy, the ultimate role player on a team, and he just gels well with his teammates and doesn't force shots.
Al Horford is checked in for the Celtics. Marcus Smart comes in for Jaylen Brown. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Johnson, he's checked in for Saric. Chandler comes in for Robert Covington. Fultz, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Simmons. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And Greg, with Covington, he makes a point with his game to take what the defense gives him.
And sometimes that means Covington will go nights where he shoots very little. He's okay with that. He's focused on efficiency and making the best decision for the team. Only cares about wins and a true team player.
Down low, Embiid with the steal. Chandler with the ball. And it's Horford picking him up. Chandler the pass to McConnell. Embiid the screen. Here's Fultz. Stolen by Smart. He feeds it to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Oh, Kevin, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Oh, picked up his 4th foul. Maybe have to scale back his aggressiveness with plenty of time left in this one.
Rozier, he's checked in for Irving. And here are the 76ers now, trailing by 19. Embiid kicks to Johnson. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
Smart passes to Hayward. Picked by Horford. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Smart. And he overshot that one, missing. The 76ers trail by 19. Fultz with the ball. He's got 5. Over in the corner, Chandler. Embiid the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Hayward against Chandler, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Embiid. Great showing for him last season. 4th in blocks, 7th in rebounding, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
And he was a shot blocking machine last season for sure. As you said, top 5 in the league. He gave ground to absolutely no one. Horford with a screen on Chandler. Picked by Horford. Off the screen. Count it. Rozier's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, the assist has to go to the screen on that play. Gave him all the room he needed to rise and fire.
McConnell kicks to Fultz. For Philadelphia, they have not shot all that well from the free throw line, 6 of 11.
Two shots.
The first one falls. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. And Embiid drops them both. 1:49 left in the third. Rozier the pass to Horford. Outside Tatum. Hayward on the wing. Outside Smart. 5 on the clock. Picked by Horford. Jumper off the screen. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Over in the corner, Fultz. Banked in off the glass. Fultz has got 7.
And Fultz isn't bashful inside. He feels at ease shooting in the paint.
Now Rozier. Picked by Horford. Shoots over Embiid, and the basket by Horford. 9 points in the game so far.
Boy, the screen doing its job to perfection. One of the oldest plays in the book and still one of the best.
Inside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. For Philadelphia, they have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
The 76ers making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. 50 seconds left to play in the third. Smart kicks to Tatum. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside, Smart. Picked by Horford. Smart passes to Horford. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, we know this. Al Horford's release is extremely quick. He can get that shot off in no time.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McConnell kicks to Chandler. Simmons with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 9 points now in the quarter.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Now, here's Rozier. He's covered by McConnell. Hayward passes to Rozier. No good on the 3. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Celtics lead by 18. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Celtics, they've got Horford. Tatum out there with Hayward. Then there's Smart, and it's Rozier in at the point. Here's Simmons. He gets that one. Simmons got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the 76ers. Boston leading by 16. Picked by Horford. Rozier kicks to Tatum. Horford sets a screen for Tatum. Nice work there coming off the screen.
Well, you've got to understand how to use the screen to your advantage. And Jason Tatum, yes, sir, that's in my game, too.
Simmons against Tatum. A baseline J, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And they have picked it up offensively here
in the second half. Ball movement, getting high percentage shots, you can definitely see a difference.
Smart dishes to Hayward. Pass to Rozier. Hayward against Chandler. Clock at 6. Hayward kicks to Rozier. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 6 assists here tonight.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Embiid with a screen on Tatum. Simmons. Again, Philadelphia.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
Rozier the pass to Hayward. Horford sets a screen for Smart. Horford with a screen on Chandler. Here's Hayward. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Now, Gordon Hayward has become a master in pick-and-roll situations. He knows how to get space off a screen.
Now, here's McConnell. Rozier defending. Embiid the screen. Here's Simmons. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Simmons got 8 here in the quarter.
And guys, it's just beautiful watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. A manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
Boy, what touch. You know, a lot of guys don't have the kind of feel necessary to make the floater.
The pass to McConnell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Smart. And then for Philadelphia, Saric has checked in for Fultz. And Robert Covington subbed in for Wilson Chandler. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Rozier kicks to Hayward. Shoots over Covington. Hayward can't hit.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Saric passes to Covington. Screen by Saric. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the connection Simmons has with his guys? Once the lob is on its way, you know he's going to finish in style.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Picked by Horford. Brown dishes to Horford. Brown trying to free himself up. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Brown. Brown's got 3 assists tonight. The 76ers trail by 17. Simmons on the wing. Rozier defending. There's the feed to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Horford with the screen on Covington. Here's Rozier, and good. He got the English that time as it falls. And the Celtics lead by 17. Feeds it to Simmons. Rozier with the steal. Ahead. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Simmons against Rozier. Chalk up 2 there. 41 points for Ben Simmons.
I'll tell you, he's doing everything scoring-wise this period to try to keep them in it.
Here's Rozier. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. For 3, Covington drains it from beyond the arc.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Rozier against Simmons. Brown right side. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, that's a tough miss. Does well to get himself open and then botches it up.
Covington against Rozier. Embiid sets the pick for Covington. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Trying to cut into this lead. Bad time for a miscue.
Well, Greg, that's a huge error. You can't afford to make these kinds of mistakes when you're already playing from behind.
And the Celtics making a change here. Irving's checked in. And the 76ers also making a change. Redick is checked in. And there's the call on Dario Saric. That's his first foul. Lob pass to Hayward.
I think there's no question that Gordon Hayward is now a premier talent in the NBA. This guy can be lights out.
Here's Simmons. And the layup is good. Simmons got 43 points.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Tatum kicks to Hayward. Fires the three. Good on the three-point shot. Hayward's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And certainly, they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Goes up on the block, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Saric against Tatum. Passes it to Irving. Over Simmons, and it's blocked by Simmons. Saric up top, guarded by Tatum. Embiid kicks to Simmons. Embiid with a screen on Irving. Embiid the screen. Just 5 on the clock. No good from Simmons.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that.
And stolen by Horford. Now, here is Irving. To the inside. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. 22 points for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, it's rare for a point guard to do as much damage on the interior as Kyrie Irving. You've got to guard him in there.
Embiid with a screen on Irving. It's stolen by Brown. To the paint. Irving passes to Horford. Irving against Simmons. Irving kicks to Tatum. 6 to shoot. Horford sets a screen for Tatum. Shoots over Embiid, and it's Boston with another.
You have to be effective from anywhere on the floor if you're going to be elite. Jason Tatum, the in-between game, that's on point too, fellas.
Here's Simmons, and Horford pulls it down. Horford's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Tatum, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
Yeah, and Tatum showing consistency now from the mid-range, and when he has space to shoot it, he does not hesitate even for a second.
Simmons against Irving. No good from Simmons. Celtics leading by 21. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Saric. Kicks it to Covington. Over Hayward. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Covington's got 10 points in just the second half. Boston's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Irving from long range. And again, Boston with the triple.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Look at the state of the game. International leagues getting better and better, Doris. There's no doubt about it. We see it at Olympic times. And during FIBA play and between. We see a lot of NBA players who have spent time abroad, and I think they come back better.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, Kevin. I think wherever you can hone your craft and do it in a competitive environment where winning and losing is at stake on a nightly basis, it has so many opportunities for learning and growth. So, okay, I can't turn it over 5 times in a competitive environment, regardless of what league I'm playing in, because that's to the detriment of my team. If I'm lazy on the defensive end, I'm going to get exposed by good offensive players. To me, Kev, I love any time there's competitive basketball being played. I want to watch it.
Love that answer. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Gordon Hayward.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up, and that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Simmons left side over Irving. No good from Simmons.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
Horford against Embiid, and there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. A lot of times late in the season, Doris, we see the expensive vets bought out of their contracts. Often they sign for a cheap price for a true contender, and that affects parity among postseason qualifiers.
No doubt about it, Kevin. It really brings into very sharp focus the value of a quality GM, because the rich can get richer, and it can tilt things toward the top teams. I don't mind it, Kevin. Part of the reason these players agree to a buyout in the first place is the opportunity to choose their next situation. It is within the rules, and therefore I have no problem with it.
I like it as well. And that one drops for him.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Tatum dishes to Brown. The screen from Brown. To the paint. Here's Irving. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got his 4th assist in this one.
I'll tell you, you have to respect the passing skills of Al Horford. He can pick apart a defense.
And Simmons kicks to Redick. Pass to Embiid. Irving against Simmons. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Celtics.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Gordon Hayward.
Boy, I love the priority he placed on his passing tonight. It inspired great player movement, great ball movement. It seemed to me they knew they were going to get an easy bucket on every possession.
Rozier, the pass to Brown. 5 on the clock. Here's Smart. Boston, no good that time either. Philadelphia's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Here's Chandler, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And finally finding a rhythm, but unfortunately a little too late.
Well, you wonder if they can use the momentum they've built here into the next game, because this one looks over.
Smart kicks to Rozier. There's a good screen. Pass to Brown. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. Morris kicks to Brown. Smart passes to Morris. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Chandler.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA, understands his role as a stretch 4.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markieff, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
And Morris drops them both. Here's Philadelphia. McConnell kicks to Fultz. Johnson the screen. Baines with the block. And here is Brown. Here's Smart. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant show.